Oh, I look tired. Okay. Hey y'all. So I need to be recording videos. Honestly, truly. Sitting in the dark. So interesting because on my FaceTime, it's so much brighter. But anyway, I'm doing quite literally the best that I possibly can. And I don't feel like it's good enough, but it is what it is. And then I'm like, are you doing what the best that you can? There's just so many things that need to be done all the time, constantly. And I'm just here. I didn't make some videos. I didn't release no videos today. Hi. Um, only released one video yesterday, I think. And it's like I'm not gonna get the channel back into a really great place, popping wise, if I'm not dropping new videos constantly every single day. So I don't have a ton waiting in the wings, but I should. I need to build up my little backlog of content. I just need to get to yapping. Like, why am I pretending like I don't yap and like to yap? Like, I just need to get my ass to yapping. It's quite literally that simple. Episode 6 breakdown. And I got so many videos in my notebook, like ideas written down. I just need to record these motherfuckers. What is this? Oh, this is old. I did that one. Where's my pen? I did that. Do I have a new update on this? Because, like, what the hell? I feel like I'm never not sleepy, y'all. Quite literally, never not sleepy. Alright, I did that. That's Andy been running back. I did all of those. Alright, I just really need to get to yapping. Quite literally. because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 video ideas I already came up with. Plenty of things I could be working on right now that my ass is not. Plenty. I'm gonna check TikTok one more time before I gotta record. Yo, the post people come so goddamn late. Like, it's damn near 8 o'clock. Why y'all coming so late?
Name the 3 requirements to be president.
Okay. My favorite thing to do is troll Drake stands right now.
You're going to die. You're going to die in that stupid Look at this.
Okay. That's it. No more TikTok. I'm about to record content for my main channel. That's what I'm about to do. Maybe I'll do Satima stuff. Because when I'm looking at my analytics, the video that did the best is, well, of course that, let me see. 1, 2 Satima videos. I'm gonna do the sisters videos first because that new episode comes back tomorrow. video is gonna be so quick because I don't really have a ton to say on them. All right, let's just go for it. Hey, how are you? Hey, Valerie. Welcome in, honey. I need to be recording content, and I have been dragging my ass, so here we are. Robin has photos of the This is how you know I ain't been recording all day. I'm always a mess when I first start. Test, 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 test. Oh. Test, test, test. Robin has photos of the infamous incident with Gary's security. He also has her. What am I gonna call it? What am I gonna call it? Robin has pictures of the infamous incident with Gary's security, as well as Fatima's wireless hole puncher, if you know what I mean. But does he believe that she actually tried to take out Gary Porter's? What's good, y'all? You guys, it's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sisters video. And in this one, I am exploring this particular plot point, this particular part of the storyline. As we left episode 6 and come into episode 7, we got to see Robin present Fatima with photos that look like evidence towards her actual motive for attacking and or stabbing Gary. But I literally thought, does he really believe this? Because while he is showing her these photos, in the teaser we got to see him taking out her wireless hole puncher. Yes, that's what we calling it, so we can stay above board when it comes to these YouTube guidelines. But y'all know what I mean. And he shows her the wireless hole puncher, which is her means, but we know that Gary was stabbed and not actually shot. Um, was he actually making a point of trying to say, Fatima, there's a very, very strong case that you should be the number one suspect and not Andy? Now, I would love for you to tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And of course, this video is here for me to tell you mine. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I have these conversations about everything that's happening in the Sisters universe, and you don't want to miss out on it. But I don't believe so. I believe, like, looking at how calm and basically kind of neutral Robin delivers this actual information, I don't believe that he's actually making a case that Fatima is the one who should be, the number one suspect, or should be having a look taken closer to her. To be quite honest, as Andy's lawyer, it's Robin's job to get as much information, not only about what will disprove Andy as a potential leading suspect and what could actually clear her name, but also all of the potential other factors and people who could be involved. If he is able to solve the case, if he is able to find the smoking gun, if you will, right, then that actually helps her case and it helps him get her off. Now, where Fatima comes into play is Fatima's personal and professional ties to Andy. So I think in this moment, he's showing her this particular evidence, not just because, oh, this makes Fatima a valuable suspect or a prime suspect as well. But if Fatima becomes a prime suspect, her motive is solely tied to her acting on Andy's behalf. So it would not behoove Robin to actually throw Fatima under the bus or start that narrative in that conversation as he's working on building up Andy's defense, because it implicates Andy as the person who might have put Fatima up to it. Given the fact that not only are Andy and Fatima friends, but they are colleagues, in that Andy is her boss at the law firm, Fatima could argue, if it gets position of she needs to be a suspect or a main suspect, that Andy paid her or coerced her or forced her to fight for her or to step to Gary in this manner, which could ultimately put her in a compromising position, and then bada bing, bada boom. So I really don't believe that Andy, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't believe that Robin is actually making a case that Fatima is the one who did it and he believes her to have done it. I think that clearing Fatima, clearing anybody who is actually attached to Andy is going to be beneficial to Robin if he really wants to get Andy off and make sure that they can't pursue her and pin this actual crime on her. And I think that he's just utilizing and releasing the information in this way because Fatima, from the moment that he came back, has been very skeptical of Robin and has been very disrespectful in some ways in her lines of questioning and really questioning Robin's motives. So I think that this is just his chance to like kind of get back to at her in a way and throw this in her face. But I don't believe that he truly believes this, and I don't believe that he's actually going to pursue trying to build a case against Fatima. But again, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. This was a quick one. I'm going to drop another video to discuss another storyline. So if you haven't already subscribed, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on our sisters' videos as they are released right here on Erica Bain TV. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Valerie, I did not finish painting. I still have a coat to put on each bedroom, and then I think I'm going to wind up painting the hallway. So I'm nowhere near painting, and I got a bunch of spots. Like, I don't have to paint whole walls down here, but there's some spots that I want to touch up in the living room and the dining room. So no, I have not finished painting. I'm going to be painting again tonight. That room is almost done though, and I want to start on the floor in the room that y'all saw me painting yesterday. I'm just doing a terrible job, y'all, of balancing my life right now. I'm just feel like it's just so many things to do, and I am not getting much of anything done at a rapid pace. Okay, I did that video. All right, I did that. Okay. Next. Detective Watts is scheduled to make his return in episode 7, but does this mean that Andy's name has been cleared? What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sisters video. And in this one, as I mentioned, we're going to be discussing Andy, her being prime suspect number 1 in the stabbing of Gary, and what the heck is Detective Watts doing all up in her penthouse. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations. At any given point, you can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And without further ado, y'all, I don't know. And I hate that. I'm making a video where I'm supposed to be giving you a definitive point, right? A definitive point and some kind of answers, but I'm not actually really sure. Part of me really feels like a big part, like I want to say 70% of me feels like this is Detective Watts coming to say like Andy isn't suspect number 1 because of the second attempt on Gary's life with the intravenous shot that was put into his IV. Andy, before it actually happened, was at her penthouse, and I do think, like Robin said, they are actually watching her and they are tracking her, so they have information or even cell towers to say that she was home at the time that he was actually poisoned, or his IV was actually poisoned. So they can't say that she's the one who actually did it. So at the bare minimum, there's more than one person trying to take out Gary. But ultimately, once something like this happens in reference to the person not succeeding the first time, trying a second time and not succeeding, it's more like the cops now have to shift to try to protect the victim and Gary, and I use air quotes when I say that, versus really trying to pin this on someone like Andy, who is clearly a bystander that's not actually involved. So I do think that the conversation that we're getting to see Detective Watts have when he comes over to Andy's penthouse, it might have something to do with him clearing her, or if not fully clearing her, moving her down on the suspect list. Now they need to shift focus to finding someone who is truly trying to get Gary dead and get Gary dead immediately. I wouldn't be surprised if they're now putting him into like protective custody, where they have more than just a little mall cop, hospital cops parked outside of his room, but an actual Georgia PD, Atlanta PD, or FBI agent outside of his room to keep track of all of who's coming and going, now that they know that somebody actually made an attempt on his life while he was unconscious, and that's what caused his episode when Andy got ushered out of there. I think that this could also be Detective Watts attempting to appeal to Andy and wanting her help again, which is going to be very interesting in how she responds, because he didn't have to go as hard as he did in an interrogation. He called her everything but a child of God and made sure he ran her whole facts. So I don't think that Andy is going to be that likely to want to step in and want to help him, except if he's trying to leverage completely removing her off of the suspect list and clearing her name in any way tied to this. Then maybe she will be ready to like jump on board and help. Now, I don't know what the plan would be in the entrapment that could be whoever is actually trying to kill Gary, but Andy could be a key in baiting that person and catching that person. So Detective Watts would be smart to try to get back on Andy's good side in doing that. But those are my thoughts. I'm not 100% sure, but I am leaning to the storyline shifting in a way where Detective Watts is not going as hard with Andy. He needs her help, and he can actually take his eyes off of her, and he knows, like, I think he knew in the interrogation, but now he kind of like knows that this is not Andy trying to take Gary's life and there's somebody else. And ultimately I need to get a little bit more clarity on if he's still trying to prosecute Gary, because while he was going hard on both Andy and all of the girls in the interrogation for the attempted murder, he was already still trying to put Gary away for life for all of the crimes that he had committed. So is that still a priority or not? Because the way that you were caping and being all disrespectful and misogynistic is not very clear, and I'm gonna need Detective Watts to get a little bit more clear. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know yours in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you know, Talk TV with, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Okay. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. I gotta remember to save all these audios. I'm recording them, but I need to save them. Okay. 2 videos down. Okay. Is Robin playing Andy? Okay, some people posted their comments. I want to include those as well. As well. Okay. All right, Erica, get your shit together. It's Robin playing Andy. I was supposed to be doing research on that. Um. Okay. Some people say, heck no, he up to something. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. All right. All right, I had to write down some counterpoints to this video because most of my videos I really just wing it, but I just have the idea, the subject or the title that I'm going to make, and then I just go off of that. But then every now and again, I need to make some counterpoints so I don't forget what I'm trying to say. All right, let's do this. Your girl is tired. Robin has been missing in action for what seems like it has been a month of Sundays. No, that's not long enough. Delete. 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 receipts, proof, timeline. I watch way too much TikTok. Entirely too much TikTok. Okay. Okay, I like to hear it. Here it goes. Okay, first of all, I'm like seated on this damn chair very weirdly. Okay, so I can sit back because I'm about to be recording quite a bit. Like, girl, get it together, Erica. Okay. Y'all, I feel like I am. Now I feel like I'm going to convert my closet into an audio recording booth when I get home. Anyway. That damn dog just keeps barking, keep barking, and I can hear its ass. But whatever. Robin disappeared for a season and a half, only to now pop up when Andy needs him. Why isn't it recording? What is happening? Oh, what y'all got going on? Okay, it was. I just had it on the wrong setting. Robin disappeared for a season and a half, only to pop up now when Andy needs him most because he believes that he will always be there for her when she needs. He says he will always be there for her when she needs. But is he playing her? Okay. Robin has been gone for a season and a half, but pops up right when Andy needs him most because he says that he's going to always be there when she needs him. But is he playing her? What's good, y'all? Sugar Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sisters video. And in this one, we are exploring that question. Is Robin on some, or is he here to actually save the day? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations. I also put up a poll on a community post tab where I asked, is Robin actually here to save Andy? Where 20% of y'all said, of course, he loves her. And 80% of y'all said, heck no, he is up to something. Y'all are not for the foolishness. Y'all are not for the shenanigans. I cannot believe that 80% of y'all believe that Robin is not here to actually help Andy. But tell me why if you're one of the 80% in the comment section down below, because these videos are here for us to further this conversation. Now, I'm going to explore both yes and no, and then tell you at the end of the video which one I believe it is. So let's get into it, okay? If Robin is playing with Andy, one of the reasons could be to get back at Andy for rejecting him. There was a course in time or part of time where Robin was pursuing Andy, and it wasn't just for threesomes and it wasn't just for casual sex, but he actually had real interest in her and evolving interest, and she started to pull away. She was also going back and forth with Gary and in and out of the BS that is the Gary saga of her life. So it was a little bit complicated, right? And I feel like we can only really point to the point where Robin was actually really romantically interested in Andy when he made a comment about Paris. Y'all remember that little petty comment about sleeping with Paris was beneath her and he couldn't believe it. And that's the thing that turned Andy off completely. She started moving very different, treating him like, you know what, you're the boss and we're not going to have any personal interactions, even though she had gone to him multiple times to get additional help in getting Zach out of jail and calling in favors for judges and everything else, right? At that moment when he made the comment about Paris, that is where everything shut off for Andy, and she completely divested from particularly bumping uglies with him, but definitely not pursuing a romantic relationship with him any further. And now that I think about that comment about Paris, I do believe that it could have been steeped in a jealous spirit. It could have been that a petty comment because he actually had romantic feelings, which would support the idea that he could be playing her now as a way to get back at her. Now, that part really strikes me interestingly because I never believed Robin to be a very vindictive character. He seemed to be a well accomplished man, a well spoken man, but a man who was like subject to some sexual proclivities, right? Like he has a wide appetite as it pertains to the sexual arena, which is a little bit quirky, but he never gave off just petty and spiteful and vengeful. So if this is a thing, then this would all have us entering into a new era for the Robin character, and I don't know if we have enough backstory to actually support it, but it could be a thing. Another thing to support if Robin is actually playing Andy and not here to save Andy is that he could be using this as an overall attempt to get back at Gary for attempting to push him out of the law firm. And Andy, honestly, could just be collateral damage and be the perfect person to take the fall. Because Andy rejected him, because Andy didn't want to sleep with him anymore and definitely didn't want to be in a relationship, they actually had no ties. He's been gone for a season and a half, so it's been quite a while that he's been out of the law firm. And if he was really focused on getting Gary back, which could have been taking Gary's life because Gary tried to take his life's work, the thing that built up all of his wealth, all because and keep in mind that Gary did that all in the name of Andy as well, then it could be two birds with one stone, or two birds and one is accidental, but you know what, we don't really care about the accidental bird, right? Like he could have came for Gary himself, orchestrated someone to attack him and to attempt to unalive him, and then not have a problem with Andy actually taking a fall. Now, I don't know how much I believe that's the case, but it could be a storyline that we get to see them explore. My only question is why step in if this is the case and become her counsel? Why step in and be the lawyer to be her defense unless you want to really drive the nail home and mount a terrible defense to make sure that she actually gets blamed for this? She actually has to take all of the credit for the attempted murder of Gary, and you're going to do a terrible job just so that that can happen, which again leans into a petty, vindictive Robin that I don't think that we were ever introduced to, and it would be very interesting for us to start to get it now. I think that if he was willing to let Andy take the fall or frame her, then it would have made more sense for him to have the action done and him to just let her take the fall, maybe come back, but then go and work at the law firm and not actually try to be her attorney and not actually mount a defense. Which brings me to where I'm leaning more to, right? Like, is Robin trying to play Andy? I don't believe so. And one of the reasons why I don't believe so is because I do think that he genuinely cares for Andy. Going back to the jealousy that he had with Paris, that spoke to him actually developing real feelings. Like sometimes we say some crazy stuff, sometimes we say some wild stuff, but oftentimes it's rooted in us having very real feelings that we don't know how to deal with or don't know how to contend with. And I think for a character like Robin, which we typically see as very composed, very confident, arrogant, even at different points, it was wild to hear that come out of his mouth as it pertains to Paris and Andy bumping uglies. But it spoke to him actually caring and him not being in control in that moment to say something so untoward because he did have real feelings for her in the moment he expected better. Now, whew, child. Okay. Now, the second reason why I don't believe that Robin is actually playing Andy is kind of in line with the first. In addition to him genuinely caring about Andy, I believe that he respects her and wants to protect her. He continues to show up for her. He continues to move mountains. He continues to step in to be a buffer, ultimately, a lot of times, for Andy not suffering the consequences of some of her actions, decisions in alignment with other people. And I think that people only do that when they genuinely care, when they respect you, when they believe that you deserve to be respected. And we get to see Robin tell Andy that he's going to always be here for her when she needs him, even if he disappears for a little bit of time. When she's in need, he's going to know and he's going to pop up. And I believe that he's not lying when he says that. So that is the second reason why I believe that he is not actually playing her. Now, the third and final reason that I think that he's not playing her is that I think that Robin ultimately wants to be in a romantic relationship with Andy. I think that now that he's sorted out whatever he needed to sort out in reference to the coup that Gary was trying to mount against him and take the law firm away, and now that he's back working here, he's got the London office all set up, and he's back in full effect here, I could totally see him wanting to pursue an actual relationship with Andy. And I don't think that he likes her relationship with Jordan. What's interesting about Robin is that the character itself is presented in a way where he's not actually really pushy, or overbearing often. Like, he knows that Andy was dating Gary and doing this and doing that, and he was still bumping uglies with her. He has known that Andy has been in a relationship with Jordan that he doesn't actually respect or doesn't actually want her to stay in. And I think that he's now about to assert himself of wanting to be a priority in Andy's life romantically. And that is one of the driving forces for why he's going to try to get her off. Andy is very much so the woman who presents oftentimes, if not at all times, as a damsel in distress. And all a man who is pursuing her actually needs to do is show that he can save her and he can win her. And I think that Robin knows that, and that's what we're actually getting to see play out. Again, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Robin is actually playing Andy, or do you think that he is not, and all of the reasons why? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section down below. I'm your good sis, you Love to Talk TV with. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos about sisters, and I'm see you in the next one. My cheeks, my cheeks. See, that video wound up being over 8 minutes. I had to remember my points. Squabble up. Okay. That has been recorded. All of these need to get edited, but this has been recorded. Okay. Great. Next. Now the question is, does Andy want Robin back? Okay, I gotta type these out, so I need to move this out the way. Y'all, I'm literally just recording a bunch of videos. I'm gonna sit here and voice record as much as I possibly can because I'm just so behind when it comes to my channel, and I need to get content out. Where is my... I don't know where my tripod is. So I was going to try to give y'all a different angle, but I don't know where my tripod is. I don't actually want to make a video about that, so I'm not. I'm not going to force myself to do some goofy shit. Is there anything else I need to think about? Okay, I got 2 new synopsis that I need to break down. I'm adding those to the website now. Oh, that is for Zatima, but for sisters, I have episode 8, episode 9, episode 10. Episode 11. I didn't do any of those. I don't have none of it. What the hell? Let me see. 6 breakdown, 6 preview. Oh no, episode 7 synopsis. Episode 6 synopsis. Okay, yeah, I didn't do those. So I gotta do 8, 9, and 10. Damn. Okay. I gotta do episode 8 synopsis breakdown. Episode 9 synopsis breakdown. Episode 10 synopsis breakdown. Episode 11 synopsis breakdown. Damn, okay, so I need to record those before these actually. So let me just go ahead and do that. Episode 8 synopsis breakdown. Oh, what the hell? Tyler Perry's sisters. Oh, excuse me. Season 8. I feel like, okay, maybe if I sit y'all here, I can like see what I'm doing. Okay, that's all of that. Let's get hella boring, I know, y'all. Hella boring. I'm gonna try to make it to an hour, then I'm gonna probably hop off of here because I'm literally just gonna be recording my little life away. I've already recorded 3 videos. I just found out I have 4 that I need to record that I didn't even know. Let me save that. Why in the hell is it paginated like that? Background colors fine. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I forgot to post my books a while ago. Child. You can't even see. It's too dark. I don't feel like cutting no damn lights off. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I posted out. Oh, y'all. Finally posted it. Boom. Don't start trolling, Erica. Take your ass back and do some work. Okay. It also doesn't help that I be having to do so many things at once. So, like, just now, I am updating my website with information that I'm going to cover in a video, and I got to make sure that I do that. I'm trying to work on some type of automation to help me streamline so I don't have to do multiple repeat steps in multiple places and it'll like auto update across the board. But until I have that, I just have to experience the resistance that is having to update this manually. Okay, so this is all of this. Episode 8 is titled Appearances. Oh, what the hell is the other episode title? I already closed it out. Child, this is crazy. This synopsis is some bullshit if I ever seen it. December 4th. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. It's looking like Gary makes a full recovery, and some people want answers because is Andy running back to his side? What's good, y'all? I guess it's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sisters video. And in this one, we're doing a breakdown for season 8, episode number 8, titled Appearances. The synopsis. Yes, we're going through the synopsis for this episode, and I'm going to tell you what I think that it means. But at any given point in time, you can drop down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations. If you're not new, welcome back, boo. You know how we do. And you also know, because you ain't new, that the synopsis can be read on ericavane.com. So if you want to read every one of them for yourself, I have the most recent ones. Everything that's up to date and available is on the website right now. Check the link in the description box so that you can go and read it for yourself. Now, without further ado, Andy's loyalty is questioned, followed. Andy's loyalty is questioned following Gary's recovery. Karen and Danny confront their views on love and past relationship struggles. Zach and Fatima team up for a covert mission. Y'all, when I tell y'all, they just giving Zach and Fatima anything to do. I'm gonna go ahead and start the end of the synopsis because I feel like they're just throwing Zach into this damn season and he doesn't actually have any damn thing to do. This is probably in the lines of like trying to figure out who stabbed Gary because these two want to be Paw Patrol and want to figure out and solve the damn crime as if Fatima don't have law school to study for and or a damn full-time job to do. I know that Zach don't have no damn job. I know that Zach don't have nothing to do and barely 2 brain cells to rub together. But Fatima has plenty to do because one, you have a child and a man, you have a full-time job, you have now gone back to law school, and then you also have to take care of the young boy with special needs that said man-child brought into your life because you seem to love him down so bad and you want to make sure that you buffer all of his consequences of said actions from hitting him in any kind of way. So Fatima got plenty of things to do. She don't have no time for no damn covert mission, especially if Gary is making a full recovery. Y'all should not actually care who did it. Y'all ain't going to jail for it. You were barely implicated. Like, yes, they questioned everybody involved, everybody attached to Andy, everybody who could have possibly had some animosity, and everybody that was on the scene. But best believe y'all ain't do it, so y'all are gonna be fine. The whole storyline of Zach and Fatima trying to figure out who stabbed Gary just so that they won't be put in jail for it felt stupid to me from the very beginning. And clearly, we're going to continue to see this play out, and I don't want to see it. Now, next, though, I am interested in seeing Karen and Danny confront their views on love and past relationship struggles. Now, I want to see this because I want to see them do more with Karen, but I do not want this to be another bash fest on Danny's behalf because there was a time where she understood Karen's love for Zach and Karen not being able to get over Zach and was very supportive of that relationship. And yes, Danny is friends with Fatima. Danny feels like Zach is better with Fatima. I believe, well, I don't believe that Zach is better with Fatima. I think that Zach needs to be by his damn self because he takes advantage of every single woman that gets into a relationship with him. That's not here nor there. Let's focus, Erica. Okay. I don't want this to be another session for Danny to try to throw the Zach relationship up into Karen's face because she has made an immense amount of growth. She's about to welcome these children into the world. She has done all the work that she's need to do to heal, to push through, to make amends. She has apologized. Like she has done everything that she needs to do. So listening to Downey round off and like sound off with in the most negative way because all she has is negative to say to her girlfriends because her life is miserable and a sack of shit itself. I don't actually want to see it. However, I do want to see Karen tell Danny you're wrong. This man is not judging you. This man actually seems to care about you. And you might not know how to handle Tony. And you might not know how to handle a man who is going ahead and trying to make a way for you and trying to clear a path for you and trying to set you up to get additional things and to get more than you actually have now because you've never experienced that before. That is actually what love looks like. That is what protection and provision looks like. That is what somebody who is trying to be supportive and healthy in a relationship and have a healthy partnership with you actually looks like, but you don't know what that looks like. So you are kicking and screaming and sabotaging it every step of the way because you don't know what it looks like. And I think that that would be totally fair for Karen to say, given the fact that she has been the one trying to make a toxic situation work. Yes, she's had her moments of being toxic as well and going way far to the right as it pertains to like reacting to Zach and all of the shitty things that he did to her. But for all intents and purposes, she was the rock in that relationship, also trying to throw health and support and money and all of these things at a partner who just could not appreciate all that she was, the woman that she brought to the table, the partner that she brought to the table, because he had never really experienced it in any kind of real way. So I think that Karen will be the perfect person to have a real discussion because clearly Sabrina is going to coddle her. Yes, Sabrina is trying to tiptoe and tell Danny, like, yo, you should really consider this or you should think that. But because Sabrina has yet to walk into the full force of her voice, the full force of her perspective and stand on business, she's still so very passive that people don't really pay much attention or listen to her. And she's not forceful enough to say, like, yo, you're wrong. You need to shift your perspective. And this is coming from a person who really cares about you. So next up will actually be Karen out of the friend group because Andy don't give a damn about these girls enough to actually chime in any kind of real way. So Karen getting the lowdown on, okay, he actually submitted you to a manager program so that you can advance within your career. Okay, he decided to stop you from having sex to distract yourself from any feelings that you might have had from being pulled down into interrogation down at the damn police station, and you're mad about that. Like, let's unpack that. Clearly, with Carisha setting boundaries and telling Danielle not to call her in the middle of the damn night, she's also maybe limiting office hours because it feels like the damn therapy's not working. So maybe she needs a good home girl to say, girl, you're tripping. Now, I do have a video talking about is the therapy working. So if you want to discuss the Daniela character more, then go ahead and check out that video. I'll be sure to link it in the description box down below. But that's what I feel like this conversation is going to be. Now, I am all for Danny maybe telling Karen to open up to Aaron and it's like time to move forward and like let Aaron be there if that's going to be the way that we get to have Aaron usher back in. But if Danny is going to, because it says that they are going to be confronting their views on love and past relationships. If she's going to bring up Zach, I don't want to hear it. But if she's going to talk about love as it pertains to Karen and Karen not allowing herself to be loved fully by Aaron for whatever reason she believes to be, okay, Daniela, you can go ahead and speak. But the moment that you start talking about Zachary Taylor, now I got to stop you, ho, because you are quite literally about to run off a man who could be really, really great for you, but you don't believe that you deserve love. You don't believe that you deserve nice things. And you are a miserable person, ultimately trying to make miserable people around you because you're miserable. And at some point, you need to sit down and deal with your Yeah. Now, the first part of the synopsis says that Andy's loyalty is questioned following Gary's recovery. And I am wondering if this means that Gary is questioning her loyalty, because, of course, she has to maintain optics as it pertains to this case. With That's something that Robin advised her on, and it's a very smart advice. Or is this somebody else? We know that Hudson is questioning her, but I'm wondering, is this alluding to the girls watching Andy go to the hospital, be by Gary's side, and do various things maybe that Robin is instructing her to do, might bring up questions from the girls for Andy, because they know they homegirl, right? They know that Andy is weak, and this is not trying to be shady to her, but Andy folds like a damn lawn chair easily for men. And they've already gone on a very ridiculous journey with the whole Andy Gary love saga. So I could totally see a world or a particular storyline where Andy is playing up the care for Gary and ultimately trying to get taken off the suspect list and do what Robin says. And now the homegirls are looking at her like, wait a minute, are you really falling for him? Because we know that her and Jordan had to fall out after Penelope mollywopped her ass all up and down that damn penthouse, and she might be falling for Robin again, but then still trying to hide that from the homegirls. And the homegirls know that Andy always has to be with somebody. So I could totally believe that people are questioning where Andy's loyalty lied, if she is still being too nice to Gary. Like, if Gary is making his full recovery, what if he has to come and recover at her damn penthouse, y'all? We about to watch Gary back in the penthouse. Diabolical for both Tyler and these writers. Now, that is my take on what the synopsis is given, but I would love to know yours. Again, you can read it on ericavane.com, and I cannot wait to jump in the comment section and see what your thoughts are on this synopsis. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting for. You made it all the way to the end of the video. Give this video a like and go ahead and subscribe, because I know that you liked it, and I'm going to see you in the next one. I always gotta remember to save these audio files the moment I finish, because something happened, my computer restarted, and I done lost the whole damn voiceover. Hot ass mess. Don't nobody got time for that. Okay, I wanna go back because I need the title for episode 7. Why am I having heartburn right now? What is going on? King recognize King. That's what it's called. Oh. It's only 9 o'clock. The tea is, I haven't taken a nap today, and I've been taking a nap. Well, actually, I only got 4 hours of sleep, y'all, because I was literally painting all damn night. Okay, so that is done. Cool. Next, episode 9. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, shoot, y'all. I've been on for an hour and 16 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and say peace out to y'all here, and I'm going to keep recording my breakdowns. See y'all tomorrow.